Now, I only have 2 games that I've purchased recently to show you guys, but that is not to say that I have not been running into anything at the Goodwill or at any thrift shops recently. In fact, I've seen a spike all of a sudden in original Xbox and PlayStation 2 games. I don't know what that's all about, but it's mostly stuff that I'm not interested in. Of course, sports titles, a lot of racing games, things like I seen Prince of Persia, which is a good game. I enjoyed it, but it's not something that I personally felt like I wanted to keep. Not something I'm going to go back and play again. So yeah, there was that. I think I ran into a few GameCube games. I never really got that into the GameCube, so I typically pass on those. I do have a GameCube, and I only wanted Eternal Darkness, which I have, and what's the other one? Paper Mario, I think, Thousand Year Door. That's sad, I can't even remember 2 games. But yeah, those are the only games that I remember being very interested in, so that's all I have. I would like to play Mario Sunshine, I think, someday if I ever run into it, but yeah, so those are all the GameCube games that I have. But I did pick up this one. I went to the Hospice thrift shop, and all the green tags and stickers were 50% off, so I decided to go ahead and grab this. Happy Feet for the GameCube. It's complete, and the disc, if I can get it out of here, is perfecto. No scratches or anything on it. Has all this crap. Oh my goodness, is this necessary? Has the manual and all this extra crap in here. So, I thought this movie was adorable, and I figured for $2, maybe I'll like the game. I know that's not how it works. Just because the movie was good doesn't mean that this will be worth the $2 that I spent. But if I don't like it, then I have no problem trading it into Dimple, because like I said, I don't keep around things that I'm not going to play. That's why I have a hard time. I've talked to a few of you guys about saying that I collect games, because I kind of do, but I kind of don't. You know what I mean? Like, if it's something that I don't like a lot, like I think I'll go back and play it again, then I don't want to keep it around. I really should clarify, I do on occasion keep games that I have no intention of going back and playing again, and I'm going to show you an example of that right now. This game, it's a little dramatic, but at the time I felt like this traumatized me, and I guess it did, because I keep it around for that memory of just being absolutely disgusted with this game. It is for the Sega Saturn, and it is Alone in the Dark. My friend got me this for my birthday. I picked it out myself, and she bought it early, and I was just fuming with anticipation to play this. I was just every day, I was like, oh my god, I want to play the game, I want to play the game. You know, my birthday isn't getting here fast enough, so the anticipation to play this was huge for me. And when I finally did, oh my god. This game, the graphics, I mean, I'm not like a major graphics whore or anything, but the graphics on this are so freaking bad. They are horrible. And the controls, it feels like you're playing underwater. It's horrible. This game is horrible, and I was so disappointed. I have not gotten very far in this game at all, and I don't intend to try to get any further than I did back in the day, because it was miserable getting as far as I did. I was not enjoying myself. The only thing that I like about this game is you get a Tommy gun. More games should have Tommy guns. So yeah, the only thing I like about Alone in the Dark. And I will never, ever, ever torture myself with this game ever again, but I keep it around because of that memory of being so excited and then just being basically stabbed in the heart once I finally played this game. So there's that. I keep that around even though I hate it. From GameStop, I'm currently playing Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations for the DS. I'm pretty sure Phoenix Wright games only exist on the DS. I don't know. I'm this close to being done and I don't want it to be over. So I went to GameStop and purchased, I believe this is the first game, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. It's just loose and I really don't care if it has the case or not. But I guess in a way I do because, oh, I dropped it. Because I put it in this extra just DS case that I have, and there's no manual or anything, but I just wanted it to be able to stack with my other games because it's really hard to keep track of these little tiny cartridges. I don't want to lose it or anything or end up in the washing machine or something crazy, so that's why I put it in here, but it really doesn't matter to me that it didn't have its original case and manual and insert blah blah blah. Where is this? From the Goodwill store for $1, I picked up this VHS, Secret Video Game Tricks, Codes, and Strategies. I thought this was very interesting. I don't remember anything like this growing up. Like, this is amazing. There's a ton of games on here. Don't know if you guys can see those. But those are the games that you get the tricks, codes, and strategies for. I have gone through and watched a bit of this, and it is pretty amusing. Yeah, so for $1, thought this would be cool to add to my little collection of stuff. Some of you have also asked about what I do with the things that I collect, and I do plan on putting together some kind of display-ish thing for some of the retro stuff that I collect, and I'll probably put my video game stuff there and display it a little bit more, I don't know, nicely than just shoving it all in a cupboard or in a drawer or in the hutch. So that would be cool. That's what I plan on doing, but for now I kind of am just stacking it in the closet. Like, I have a ton of board games and other things and Tupperware, I guess not Tupperware, I don't know, little storage containers. Like a bunch of My Little Ponies and things that I've collected, just all stacked. That nothing's displayed, it's all just put away, but I don't want to keep it that way. I do plan on setting things up in some unique, awesome way eventually, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Okay, anyway, moving on. Next, I have another VHS, Battletoads. Never seen this as a kid, so I have no idea if this is any good or not, but I was looking at the back and it doesn't look very promising, actually. I guess I don't have a good feeling about this, is what I'm trying to get at. I picked this up from a thrift store for $1. So yeah, I don't think I'll probably get around to checking this out anytime soon, but you know, it's Battletoads and it's a VHS, so I grabbed it for $1. This next thing I'm going to share with you guys is also a VHS, but it is a major disappointment. I actually purchased this from Amazon and I had a real bad feeling that this was not going to be the version that I expected it to be, even though the image that was listed was the correct version. Something in my gut just told me that it was going to go wrong, but I purchased this VHS anyway, and when I got the package, I just stared at it for a while. It was like, please, please be the correct version, please, please, please. And when I opened it, I was crushed. For about 5 minutes, my world was completely crushed until, you know, I moved on with my life and got over it. But a little backstory, as a little Christy, it was my dream, my absolute dream to work with Walt Disney. My parents must have not had the heart to tell me that, you know, he was no longer alive, but I wanted to work at Walt Disney Studios. I wanted to draw the cartoons, and I thought, in my child's perspective, that of course Walt Disney would just be there the whole time, and he is my absolute hero, so that was my, like I said, my dream. And I'm not sure actually if I owned this VHS as a kid or if my mom taped it off a television or something, but Okay, might as well just show you. I'm talking about The Reluctant Dragon. Like I mentioned before, there are two versions of this VHS. The one I have here is simply the cartoon, The Reluctant Dragon. The other version, the one that was pictured in the listing, the one that I was hoping I was purchasing, is the second version. And in that one down here, it shows a picture of Walt Disney and some other actor. I can't remember what his name is. And that version actually takes you on a tour through Walt Disney Studios. It's set in the 50s, and basically it's a fictional story about this actor who reads the book The Reluctant Dragon and decides to take the concept to Walt Disney and see if he would be interested in turning it into a cartoon. And he ends up going through Walt Disney Studios, seeing how they come up with the concepts for their animations. He's shown how they make the music and the sound effects for the cartoons, all kinds of things. And it's really interesting, and I absolutely worshipped this, well, not this, but the version I'm talking about with Walt Disney himself. I absolutely worshipped that movie as a kid, and that's what made me decide that I wanted to work in Walt Disney Studios and make cartoons. Yeah, this version isn't it, and I was so freaking pissed off because it's been such a long time since I've seen it, and it would bring back a lot of great memories. But to be honest, I really don't care for the actual cartoon, The Reluctant Dragon. Didn't really care for it as a kid. Pretty sure I could give a shit less as an adult. The only reason I wanted it was for the tour, the 50s style version tour of Walt Disney Studios, and being able to see Walt Disney himself, because Walt Disney is like my hero. So yeah, like I said, I had a bad feeling because this was only $3 and something told me that it should be more, that no one would sell that for $3. I've never seen it being sold that low, but like I said, the image they showed at the bottom had Walt Disney and the actor, and that was the version I wanted, but this is what I got. So, damn. There's that piece of crap that I probably will never, well, that I know I'm never going to watch, but I'm not going to go through the hassle of sending it back and all that jazz for $3. I'm just heartbroken a little bit about it. And last, keeping with the Disney theme, I have a record, The Three Little Pigs. This is one of the Disney records that have the books in them. Not all of the Disney records do this, but it's a little, you know, busted. Comes out, but it's all there, and that really doesn't matter to me much. And get it out, even though we all know what a record looks like. Here is the record itself, and I have tested it. It plays beautifully. I got this from the Goodwill store. I swear, I buy enough of these, you'd think I would know what these cost by now. I want to say they're $2. That sounds about right. So, there's that. And that is all I have to show you guys right now. So, yeah, that's it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.